Hi everyone, it's me Leslie here with another video. Thank you so much for watching my video and thank you so much for subscribing. Today I'm doing a storytime discussion to talk a little bit about public decency. So recently I was out and about running some errands and I was standing in a line and there was a woman in front of me wearing a black dress and some stockings, and I was taken aback because I could see her butt, like her butt was hanging out of the bottom of this dress, and it looked like she just needed to adjust the dress, and it was a total accident. It was accidental, and so I went up to her and I said, "I'm so sorry. I can see your butt. Maybe you should, I said, I can see your butt." And so she started adjusting her dress, but then she said to me, "Oh, this is my uniform, and I've got shorts on under this." And the point was that the dress couldn't be adjusted and the shorts really couldn't be adjusted because the look was butt cheeks hanging out of the bottom. And I felt embarrassed because I approached her about something that I thought was accidental, but it was actually intentional. And so that's what this video is about. It's about the public indecency that we've got going on. It's about the public lewdness, the total disregard for the community as a whole. I suppose I don't really know what to do with what is going on in our society at the moment. I go out and I see women in bras, women in shorts that expose their butts. They're not at the beach, they're in the grocery store. There are little babies, they're little kids. I have a 3 and 7-year-old. We have our elders around. We have married couples. We have all types of people in our community. And I'm so taken aback by what I've been seeing. It is, it's almost unbelievable how low our society has gone in terms of public decency and what we think is appropriate to expose. When I approached the woman last week about her clothes, I truly thought that she had on a nice dress that accidentally bunched up too much and she just needed to adjust it. But the truth was that was her outfit. The outfit was provocative. The outfit was, it only could cover half of her bottom half. And I was just taken aback. These kind of clothes used to be clothes that you'd see a streetwalker wearing on a corner at 9 o'clock at night. These clothes were something that you'd find in the lingerie shop that people would buy to wear for their significant other or their partner or whoever. These clothes that we've been seeing, or I've been seeing, have been clothes that people would buy and wear behind closed doors or on a street corner. And now it's become commonplace to see these types of clothes in a public space, in the grocery store, in the hardware store, in a clothing shop, where families go. I'm shocked. And I don't know where we go from here. It feels like all we can do is keep going down until we hit rock bottom. But my contention is the thing that I truly want to say is, what happened to a little bit of modesty? What happened to a little bit of decency? What happened to the respect for ourselves and the respect for people around us? What happened to our culture and society that made it so that half of our butt cheeks hanging out of our shorts became socially acceptable? What happened? We've got little kids walking around. Don't we want to give them a better example of what's good and bad, or what's acceptable and what's not acceptable? Just because we're adults, it doesn't mean that we should just do whatever we want whenever we want. It actually means that we have a more of a responsibility to be people who show a good example to others around us. We have a responsibility to be better people. We are older. We're supposed to be more mature. We're supposed to be wiser. What happened? I know the weather is warmer, but does that really mean that women should be out wearing bras and half of their butts hanging out of their shorts? I mean, don't we have a little bit more class than that? Don't we have a little bit more class? And perhaps, I don't know the answer. And I pray that I'm not alone in my concern for our society. I'm not coming from a religious standpoint or a holier than thou standpoint. I'm coming from a what about the greater good? What about the community as a whole? What about the village? Because if we truly thought about others other than ourselves, we would realize that wearing lewd, provocative clothing in general polite society is not acceptable. It's not appropriate. People have children, people have families. What happened to a little bit of class, modesty, decency, and a little bit of humility about ourselves? So that's what I wanted to say about that. And I'll probably be making more videos like this, because something's got to change. Just because we got it doesn't mean we have to flaunt it. There is so much to be said about a beautiful person that's fully confident and comfortable within their own skin, and they don't feel like they need to show it all. There's a lot to be said about someone who's got it and doesn't flaunt it, who's got it and has modesty about themselves, humility about themselves. I think we don't talk enough about modesty and humility. It feels like a lot of our society this day and age is more so about showing off what we have rather than keeping something sacred. There's nothing wrong with keeping a little private, keeping things to ourselves. There's nothing wrong with not letting everyone know what we've got to offer. So that's where I'll end this video today. Of course, I've got a lot more to say about this, because I am truly baffled about the direction in which our society is going in. Back not that long ago, the clothing that we see some women wearing today are the clothing that you just see on the street corner. We can be better than this. We don't have to degrade ourselves for whatever attention we are seeking. There is nothing wrong with having a little bit of respect for ourselves and a little bit of respect for others and the community. There is nothing wrong with not showing it all. So that's where I'll end this video today. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, bye.